Maggie Smith.
Mags.
Maggie.
Maggie Smith.
The notorious M-A-G-G-I-E-A, you know me.
The Magster. She doesn't let me say that. That's not a thing. My most memorable moment with Maggie, for better or worse, is one of my first scenes with her.
The first scene that we shot with her, and the first time I ever worked with her, and I was absolutely terrified.
My first memory of Maggie Smith was when she got into the car, a 1910 Renault. I was playing the chauffeur. It's one of my first days, and I had to drive down the drive and deliver her to the house. And they gave me a very specific mark to hit, and I panicked, and I pulled the handbrake very hard, turned the car, so managed to basically handbrake turn a 1910 Renault with basically a national treasure in the back seat. And stopped. Obviously they went, okay, we're gonna have to reset the car. Alan, you just reverse it back there. And Maggie went, I think I'll get out first.
All I had to do was put a cloak on her, and when she turned around, I give her a handbag. I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. This sounds appropriate to my level of footmaning. And we said action. I put the cloak on her, but kind of brushed her, maybe punched her in the face. And then she sort of went, oh God. And then they shouted cut, and then I pulled the cloak off and it was attached to her dress. So it pulled her in another direction, and then she turned around and I closed her fingers in the handbag. So it was the worst of times, but the thing was that I love about it is that Maggie was so awesome about it. She didn't make me feel bad at all. I shall never forget it. But I don't think it was my finest hour.
It was a dining room scene, and us three girls, me, Jessica and Laura, Edith and Sybil, we were all very nervous, and she immediately kind of made us feel at ease. She did this funny thing of kind of, sort of walking out with her walking stick like a granny.
Then when I got to join the upstairs cast in season 3, really, she, on her way in the first day she was back, she stopped at the doorway, she was passing me, and she went, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad to see you, Smiler.
My favourite Maggie quote is, I never argue, I explain.
Machiavelli is frequently underrated. He had many qualities.
There's a couple of very good lines that Maggie has to Edith when she's feeling a bit blue and she's moaning and moping a bit, and Violet says, don't be a defeatist, dear, it's very middle class.
I've never had a put down from Maggie except in the movie. And I say, it wasn't a contrived meeting, we met by chance. And she looked at me and said, what simpletons men are.
One of my favourite Maggie lines is the classic, what is a weekend? And I've seen them on T-shirts. So I think it's the kind of classic that everybody remembers and loves.
How would I describe her? Wise.
Brilliant.
Hilarious.
Iconic.
Skill.
Witty.
Naughty.
Sharp.
But there's so many moments with Maggie that I'd be here all day if I told you all of them.
Ain't nothing like a dame.